Welcome to my live, welcome to my cubicle, welcome to my space, welcome to my world. Don't forget to like the live when you come in, but I have to wait until people join me. I have to wait until somebody's here while I do my nighttime routine. Welcome to the live, darling. How are you? Thanks for stopping by. Jamaican in China. So I just take a good bath and now I'm doing my, what do you call it? Nighttime facial routine. Well, it's not a routine. I do this whenever I feel like or whenever I remember. Welcome to the live, honey. Welcome. Two persons on the live. Please like the live. Thank you. I really appreciate it. So I'm gonna talk while I while I do this thing. It's a serum for me to look youthful and beautiful all the days of my life. That's what they say. So I hope it works. So anyway, welcome to the live. Please like the live. Thank you. I'm here show so much of my breast what me don't have. Uh-huh. So as a Jamaican in China, what are some of the culture shock? First, you have to understand what is culture shock. Culture shock can be like strange experiences, anxiety, um, anything that you did not expect, and then you encounter that form of expectation, and it just hit you by surprise. You didn't know about it. Even if you know about it, the experience is totally different. So in my situation, being here in China, please like the live. Thank you. Why you people always let me beg so? Turn me into a begisha. All right. Anyway, I'm still gonna talk and do my thing. So before I came here, I did some research, and all the things that I encounter here, I already read about it. I already did my research, but reading something and experiencing something, it's totally different. It's totally different. So the first thing that I encounter, I don't have a problem with it. To be honest, I don't have a problem with it. But there are days when I just don't look my best and I don't want anybody to take pictures of me. This picture thing, they constantly, um, as a foreigner, I'm black. So in my neighborhood so far, um, I'm the only black person living in this complex. So I'm gonna get it. Look at the eyes. Yes, I'm gonna get the eyes. And it's like when they're looking in there, sometimes when you're looking at somebody, you pretend as if you're not looking, you just look and then you quickly turn away your head. You're like, even when you walk past there, and then you see the little phone peeping, and they start snapping. Once I'm welcome to the live, 7 person on the live and not even one like. Oh my God, is it that bad? Give me 7 like. It's free. It's free. Give me 7 like. 7 likes. It's free. So I'm talking to you and I'm doing my nighttime routine as well. I'm using a serum. Whoa, as I said, 7 persons on the live, they vanish. Yeah. So, as I was saying, remove this stick, sticking me in my back. Yes, as I was saying, The constant picture taking, the constant staring. And to tell you the truth, I don't have a problem with it, but to be honest, not every day you're your best self, right? Not every day you're in the mood for it. And there are times when persons are being like so nice and so polite. Scorpion, yes, my darling, I am a Jamaican. Are you a Jamaican? Good morning. Are you Jamaican? Yeah, of course. My original dialect. Straight out of yard. Straight from St. James. Up in the hills. Where are you watching me from, darling? Yes, as I was saying, and based on the title too, we're in Jamaica. I'm from St. James. Where are you from? Where are you watching me from? I am from St. James. Montego Bay is the city, if you're not aware. Yeah. So as I was saying, some days you're just not in your best frame of mind. Some days you don't look your best. And you know, when people take your picture, it's going on social media. Chinese social media is different from Western media. And they will, show it to their friends or whatever. Oh, I see a foreigner. There's a foreigner living in my community or in my apartment. You know how it goes. So I remember, oh, Jamaican in the USA. Well, go on, man. You're good? Rain Scorpion, 1983. Are you male or female? Welcome to the live. Please like the live for me. Thank you. Yeah, so as I was saying, there are days when I don't look my best. There are days when I don't even feel like I am in the best frame of mind. Everybody has their sad days, their down days, and if somebody asks me for my picture, yeah, what it is like living in Chinese or in China. Yeah, that is what I'm telling now. I'm telling the story, but I need you to like the live. You know how YouTube is. Your likes, your interaction, the views, that is what YouTube used to promote um, your videos on their algorithm. So if I don't get any likes, if I don't get any views, my video will be stifling at the back. And we all know how YouTube is big. So please like the live. Okay, Mail. All right. Where in the US are you? Yes, as I was saying, they like to take pictures, and when you're black, people talk about racism. I'm not saying it don't exist. Maybe it is. Sometimes when they're pointing and saying stuff, I personally don't know what they're saying because I don't speak the language. But their action towards me, I would not say it is racist because if I need help with anything, the persons, you have one and few persons who will decline. Maybe they're shy, they don't want to they don't speak the language, so they don't try. There are others, they don't speak the language and they're like, oh, I will help you, I will use Google Translate, and they will help you to get to where you're going or look for whatever you're looking for. Some will be even so generous. If you're going somewhere and you're close to that location, they will follow you or they will take you there. The next culture shock for me, even though I was aware of it before I came here, please like the live. Rain. Thank you. As a yardie to a yardie, I'm not supposed to beg you, so Rain. Yes. So even though I was, oh, thank you so much for liking the live. Thank you. So even though I was aware of the situation when I just came here, the SWAT toilet, based on research, because yes, I researched it. They said it is one of the best forms of toilet to use because sometimes we as female when we use the toilet and you have backsplash, that toilet water splashing in your bum bum. Yeah, you know what a bum bum is. So you don't have any of that. So you have to know how to swat. So you have to ensure that your hip is good. Um, just a few months, less than a year. So in order to squat, your knees have to good. Your hips have to be good to squat, to use those toilets. So the first time I used that squat toilet, I tell you, the next day, all of fear. That is why I know I'm not fit. Even here, my lower body in pain. And I was like, no, 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 no. I need to fit. I need to get fit. This squatting thing on me don't work. So whenever I'm on the road or whatever I'm doing, I try my very best. My apartment have a well, this apartment is similar to a Western apartment because you have Chinese apartment and you have Western apartment. And I'm like so happy I'm in a Western apartment because the Chinese apartment and their setting up of things is totally, totally different. So I have a Western toilet. So whenever I'm on the road and me gonna scratch me money coming in, that would be great. Yeah, so whenever I'm on the road, I try not to use the toilet or the bathroom because and the squatting is not good. And you have to squat and aim properly. You know, you have number one and number two. So for me, when I'm doing my number one, if I'm well, whenever I'm on the road, I try to wear a pants. Let's think about it. Winter has just passed and we're in spring. And even though it's spring, there's a lot of rain right now. Let me know if you're hearing me properly. I will get to that as well. So there's a lot of rain right now. So whenever I'm on the road, I try to wear a pants. So whenever I'm doing my number one, I don't aim properly. So sometimes you know a little thing is catching on my the leg of my pants or the foot of my pants. A little fluid or liquid. You know, we have to fix it up for YouTube. And the next thing, the social media in the West, the YouTube, the TikTok, even though TikTok was made right here in China in Beijing, the Instagram, the Facebook, all these Western apps and social media, Google, Twitter, none of them don't work here. YouTube right now, I'm using YouTube, but I'm using a VPN. So some places using a VPN is illegal. But I don't speak the language, and foreigners are not allowed to use Chinese social media. We are not allowed. And to do certain business here in China, even like to buy certain items online, you have to like present your ID, a Chinese ID. And if you don't have the Chinese ID, what you can do is ask somebody to do the transaction on your behalf. But honestly, I don't see where that making any well, it makes sense to some person, but in terms of privacy, sometimes you don't want somebody to know that you're doing a particular transaction, or every time you have a transaction to do, you have to call somebody to help you to get that transaction completed. So even though you have AliExpress and Shein or Shein or whatever it is, TMU, and those all those sites are here in China. But once you're in China, you cannot use those sites. They have those are Western sites for persons who are in outside of China. They can buy whatever they want on those sites. If not, and you want something from those sites, somebody have to buy it for you. Once you're in China, China have their own website for persons within China to use. And the next thing in China is like most places you go, the transaction is cashless. They have like Alipay and WePay. So basically, you use the phone to do the transactions. So you connect your bank account. Some persons from the West, depending on what bank they're using, they can use their bank account from their own country and connect it to China payment system and it works. In my case, mine did not work. So very few places accept cash. Very few. Apart from that, WeChat, AliExpress. That's the payment method they use. When you go to the supermarket, you just use the phone and scan. You go to the market, the store, wherever you're going, you use the phone and scan and pay your bill. So it's quite different. The next thing that I really, really like about China, you can leave anything anywhere. I leave my phone all over the place sometimes, and when I remember and I go back for it, it is right there. Maybe because it's not an iPhone, because I have a cheap Chinese phone. Yes, so that's the next thing. Nobody, well, based on my experience, nobody don't really interfere with anybody's things. They can leave your things. Well, I leave my things all over the place. Even in a taxi, and it's like I get it back, which is good. And then the next thing, sometimes some person will walk up to you, like sometimes I'm in Braves, and it's like they will walk up to you and they will ask you, I like your ear. Is it yours or it's pretty? And they will touch it. Some of them will touch your skin and they will say, some persons would be like, ask certain questions that those questions they might think that it is funny, it is strange, but to them it is different. Like you'd have some persons and um, they never experienced snow before. They saw it on TV or maybe in a movie, but then when they experience it's a different thing. So they will see black people on TV, on social media, but like seeing black people face to face in some city, that is how it is. So when they see as a black person, they want to touch you, they want to have a conversation with you. Well, that is how I feel sometimes. I'm like, wow, they want to take pictures with you. And sometimes when they want to talk to me, I don't even know what they're saying. But with the help of Google Translate, we can have a conversation. So some persons are really friendly here. Everywhere you go, you'll have people who are unpleasant. Do you have any kids with you there? No, I cannot afford children. Children are expensive. Right now, I need somebody to take care of me. Uh-huh. Oh, I'm using Cetaphil. I have to moisturize. Yeah, so, yeah, I'm funny. I'm just being realistic, my friend. So, what was I saying? Forget. My shallow brain forget. Yeah, I was saying like skin color. Maybe some persons would like think like being black is different. I never get like any mean comments or anything regarding my skin. Maybe they said it, I don't know. As I said, I don't speak the language, but basically like some persons who will see me on the road, maybe with store, the eyes. I get used to it now. Because when they stare now, I'm like, hello, hi. Because I don't know why they're staring like that. Are you doing a documentary or are you just moved there to live? You make me laugh. I'm just here for some time. I'm just here for some time. I'll go back soon. But don't ask me how soon is soon. I'm not doing any documentary. I do YouTube because at times it gets really lonely here. And then when I get lonely or bored, I'll come here and talk. And hopefully someone join me just like you, which is good. So I had this YouTube channel like 2 years now, struggling with it, trying to grow it. But I'm going to get more serious with it. so I can grow a bigger following. I love my Jamaican people, of course. I love everybody. All when you hurt me, I love you still. But me go love you from afar. Love you from afar, my friend. Yeah, so um the next thing, I got the opportunity to view some Chinese apartment. The Chinese apartment, when you're used to something, it's not a problem to you, but I don't know. I don't know if I could like cope well or how I'll function in a Chinese apartment because, for example, in the Chinese bathroom, I heard of it, but when I saw it and I actually used it, I don't really like it. And I did a video on my channel, and that video is like, I do not like it here. So the Chinese bathroom is like a all-in-one. The shower, the toilet, the face basin, everything is in one. So whenever you take a shower and if you need to go back and use the toilet, you have to like constantly sweeping out or mopping out the excess water, and then you turn on the extractor or the extractor fan, so it can help to get the bathroom dry in a quicker time. So I didn't like that. I just want to shower, and then when I shower, that's it. And if I have to go back, I don't want to go back and step in any used water, even though it is coming from my body. Mm-mm. I never like that. The all-in-one thing. I understand it like it saves space because you have like the small shower area, and in that small shower area, the toilet bowl is in there, and the face basin is in there, and you just stand up in between them and you take a shower. That is Chinese bathroom, all in one. I don't like it. And like in some Chinese apartment, remember Chinese people are short, most of them, not all, and they are little, so the furnitures. There's no such word as furnitures. So the furniture is very, very tiny. I have some tiny ones in here. Yeah, so soon I will do a room tour, apartment tour. What time is it there now? It's Sunday night. Today is Sunday? Yes, Sunday night. Let me check the time for you. 8:06 p.m. Oh, and the food. I actually, certain things that I never ate before, and I ate it here and I like it. Um, I tried bamboo root, and the bamboo root was good, or bamboo shoot. They call it bamboo shoot, but we'll say bamboo root. So the bamboo shoot, it's good. It tastes like, the core of the cabbage, when you're cutting up cabbage and the middle part of the cabbage, the core of it, that is how it tastes to me. It tastes good. What else I tried that I never tried before? Um, in Jamaica, these orange trees with these orange trees with the little black thing that grows on the tree, and I don't remember what we call it in Jamaica. I'm gonna try and see if I find it on my laptop, but it's black fungus. I tried that. I never really liked it. It's like a little black thing that grows on the orange tree, and you use the wire brush, and you would like when I went to go to high school. When I used to attend high school and we were on the farm, you normally use the little iron brush, and you use it to get off those little black thing off the tree. I don't remember the name that we call it in Jamaica, but it's black fungus. I tried that. I never like it. Over here, they eat a lot of tofu. I don't like the tofu here. um, seaweed. I heard of seaweed, but I never tried it before. And when I tried it, it's a no. It's a no for me. And what else? Over here they eat a lot of pork, a lot of pork and beef, a lot, and of course a lot of rice. Oh my God! Can I tell you I eat rice every day, Monday to Friday? I eat rice every day. When it's not rice, it's noodle. But I prefer to eat the rice than the noodle. And the next thing I discovered, they also use rice to make like flour. Rice noodle, rice flour. It's like oats. You know, when you put the oats in the blender and then you blend it out and it becomes smooth, smooth, and you use the oats to make oats dumpling. It's the same thing with the rice. I didn't know about that. So sometimes I'm like, when I'm eating noodle, it is the same rice I'm eating because it's rice noodle. It's the same rice I'm eating. So like, if somebody's coming here who is a vegetarian, it is going to be very challenging, especially if you're in rural China, to find vegetarian meal or restaurants. Unless you're going to go to the market or the supermarket and buy your own food and cook it. But if if you decided that, oh, you're gonna eat out, it's going to be very challenging apart from fish. Oh yes, the next thing I need to talk about is the fish in the supermarkets. Like these big supermarket, they have these big aquarium with the fishes in there, and that is where I think they actually grow the fishes. So when you go to the supermarket, you can actually point on the fish that you need in the aquarium, and they take this big net or mesh with a handle, and they will put it in and scoop it up. And they scoop it up, and then they will kill it, scale it, and sell it just like that. Likewise in the restaurant. So the fish here, it tastes totally, totally different. Freshwater fish. So you know, in situation like that, they are the ones who are feeding the fishes and they take care of them in the aquarium so that they can get big, big and pretty. And the faster they get bigger, the faster they get bigger. My God. Sometimes my tongue tie up, you see. So the faster they grow, the faster they get out of the aquarium and the faster the money is made, the faster the profit is turned over, the faster they do everything. So you know that they're going to add something to the water or to the food to boost the growth. So yeah, to me, the fish here tastes totally, totally different. What else? Culture shock. Um, Culture shock don't have to be necessarily something bad, you know. The next thing I would say is that the convenience of getting a taxi here. I'm not going to lie, where I am so far, I don't see any potholes on the highway. There's a lot of highway here. The highways are so pretty, very big. And if you need a taxi, you can like call a taxi, and a taxi is just here like 2 minutes. The train system is efficient. The train is always on time. The bus is always on time. I never take the bus before because I am the queen of getting lost. You know, several times I get lost in China, a lot of times. So I don't bother with the bus system. If I'm going somewhere, I just take a taxi. I call a taxi. Or I can go on the train. And I get this question a lot of time. Persons ask, how do you survive in China? You don't speak the language. Most places, um, not all, but most places you will see information in Chinese and in English. And some persons you will find some persons who know black. Give me a second here. Fungus. Yeah, so some places that you go, You will find people that speak a little English. Their English is not good, but they're shy. I would say that they're shy, and because they don't really know the language that well, they will tell you no English, no English. But when you talk to them, you realize that they understand what you're saying. And I'm like, I thought you said you don't speak English, and they said, oh, a little. So black fungus. Yes. So my experience here overall, my transition process, it wasn't smooth, but it is getting better. And the more you interact with people, the better it is. The more you go out and you meet people. This is the black fungus. You can find them on trees. This is how it looks. Yeah, I tried it and I never liked it. And the next thing is everything in China is extra big. Everything. Everything is just huge, massive. I mean, the food, the size, it's big. Because these little fungus in Jamaica, when you saw them growing on the tree, they're so little and tiny. Here, they're very big and fluffy. What other culture shock should I talk about? I can't remember anything right now. Oh yes, everything in China is done on an app. Everything is a app. Sometimes I have so many apps on my phone. I'm like, when I leave China, that's it. Because there's no other way I'm going to use them. And everything is so convenient. You can stay in your bed, in your house, wherever, and order anything you want. Grocery, food, medication, anything. And in no time, it is at your doorstep. You get delivered to your door. So maybe you're hungry right now, you order food. In a few minutes, the food is there. In a few minutes, the medication is there. Like when I buy something online, because a few months ago it was winter, and when I buy things online, like within 24 to 30, 24 to 48 hours, I get my item. I know in America it is different. You know, I'm a country girl. When we're in Jamaica and we order stuff in America, it take a while to get there. You're not going to get anything within 2 days. So that is why I made that comment. What other culture shock? Alright, like this is a wig right now. So from time to time I will change up my wig. So like when some person say, oh your ear looks so different, it's so pretty. It's getting longer. And I'm like, it's a wig. It's a wig. It's a wig. And then when I wear my natural hair, it's the same thing. Your hair is so different. What did you do? It's so different. And I'm like, this is my real hair now. Hmm. So, what else? I can't think of any other culture shock. I'm thinking. That is why sometimes I have to do a little scripting, so your things can flow much smoothly. But right now I'm talking off the top of my head. Culture shock. And And the next thing I should say, this is not a culture shock because everybody know that everything is available here in China. Every little thing I can think of. China don't really depend on any other country for anything. They have everything for themselves. Everything. And even though they have some websites, those websites are for persons outside of China. If you're within China, you cannot use it. China have their own website for their own people who are inside of China. And then they have different websites that they consider for foreigners. Like as I was saying before, like Alibaba and um, AliExpress. Persons within China cannot use those sites. Oh yeah, and I also went to the doctor here. I went to the hospital here, and it was a good experience as well. Very beautiful. I mean, in Jamaica, when you go to the hospitals in Jamaica, or should I say in the West, it's very crowded. But here, I get to the hospital like, just say for example, maybe 10 o'clock, and by 11 o'clock I'm out, or even less. It's not crowded, and it's very clean. It smells nice. I have some pictures in my phone. I need to do a video on that because during winter I was sick all the time during winter, and during that time I had to go to the hospital. So from that time I need to do that video. I just need to edit it and put it out. Even the medications here, some of the medications, um, because I was struggling with this fungus thing on my foot. No, no, you can't see it. My foot can't cock up. Anyway, I was struggling with this fungus thing on my foot, and I have it over here. And I use a lot of things for this fungus, and I went to the doctor here. 2 weeks. Every day I'm like, I'm going to research this powerful cream because I don't know what it is. I have this fungus on my foot over here struggling with this thing, and I tell it, itch. It so bad that whenever it starts to itch me, I just scratch it until it bleeds. Because when you're scratching it, yeah, it gives you this nice feeling, and you just continue to scratch and scratch and scratch and scratch until it bleeds. And I went to the doctor and I get this special cream, and 2 weeks, everything was gone. Everything. And I need to Google what it is because it is in Chinese. So I'm like, I need to Google what it is. So when I went to the doctor here, and the doctor asked me what am I using for the fungus, and I told her, she was like, well, we don't have these medication here. So I said, well, the medication is made in China. And they said, even though the medication is made in China, it is not made in China to be used in China. Basically, they make it for export. That is what I'm getting from it. All right, 40 minutes in this video, guys. Thank you so much for stopping by. And Rain Scorpion, 1983. So if you are Rain Scorpion and you're born 1983, I am assuming you are 40 years old. Where in where in the US are you? I'm not going to draw this live in because it's almost 9. So this is just a little chit chat, culture shock, culture shock in China. So if you're coming to China, you know what to expect. Everything bad that happened in life is just a learning process. You learn from it and you move on. That is just life. All right, guys, that's it for this live. So whenever you watch this live, I hope it is okay. I'm using Wi-Fi instead of data this time around because last week, what happened last week? Last week I top up my phone with data, and for whatever reason, last Saturday, and today is Sunday, and my data is already finished. We are at the end of the month. Well, almost at the end. When the new month starts, then I will top up again. So don't forget, guys, to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and to tell a friend to tell a friend to check out my channel whenever you watch this video. Please like and share. Thank you so much. Adios.